welcome back guys yet again to the Karnataka series part 3. Saying bye bye to Hayat, and now we are going to Aihole, which is a 3.5 hour journey.
So the village also there.
We have come to Hotel Mayura Yatri Niwas. So we are staying at Mayur guest house. It's a nice guest house. We have tight bird inside, and now we are going to explore around. I think so we'll first go to Badami or Pattadakal, and we'll explore the monuments and places there.
So now we are at Pattadakal. So it's a World Heritage Site. So it's considered to be like Cholakya dynasty ka. It's considered to be religious center. So Badami was the capital for Cholakya dynasty, and this is the religious center. We have got around 10 temples over here, out of which 9 are Hindu temples and 1 is Jain temple. So from those 10 temples as well, 4 temples are from Cholakya dynasty. So most of the temples are Shiva temples and Ganpati temples. Let's go inside. So this is Agasthya temple. It's a Shiva temple. So there's a shivling inside. And it is Lord Shiva and Parvati temple, which is flanked by Vishnu and Brahma. So let's move out. So now we are at Agasthya temple. So it's a Shiva temple. So we saw the Shiva statue, Shivalinga inside, and the gate is flanked by the Parvati and Shiva statues. And here you can see the series of temples over here. So let's move to this one. I think so this one is the Sangameshwara temple. So this is Sangameshwara temple. So it's a famous temple. Vikramaditya started the work over there, but it never got completed. So we have got a mandapa inside. We have got Shiva and Vishnu deity as well inside. So let's go inside. So it was done under around 696 to 733 AD. This is as I said, in Sangameshwara temple we have got Shivalinga, and which is we have also got the deities of Vishnu and Parvati. So yeah, and we have got beautiful carvings done on the rocks. This is a Kashi Visheshwara temple. This is another Lord Shiva temple. So we can see Shivling inside. So you can see this is another beautiful carvings outside. So nicely done. So this is Mallikarjuna Temple. So this was actually built by Queen Triloki Mahadevi in 745. It was to commemorate her husband's victory, her husband Vikramaditya II victory over the Pallavas of Kanchi. So the Kanchi temple is also the model for this temple. So basically, and it's a Lord Shiva temple and Vishnu temple both. So let's go inside. So now we are inside Mallikarjuna temple. It's a Shiva temple. You can see Shivling inside, and you can see the it's basically every temple has a main deity and a secondary deity. So main deity is the Shiva, and you will find the secondary deity carvings of Ganesh over there.
Wow, even this temple has some beautiful and detailed carvings. So it's made on pillars. They used to use a chisel and do it. So you can imagine how much hard work they have done in the olden times. Beautiful carvings. So it's a nice architectural temple and it's a must visit if you are coming to Pattadakal.
And in front of this temple is a Nandi, so we'll show that to Nandi also.
Yes.
Every Shiva temple you will find this. Let's take some prasad. Chalo, let's go.
So Queen Lakshmi Devi made this temple of Vikramaditya. So earlier it was called Lokeshwar Mahasil, praised in the inscription, and that was after death of Christ. So this is the Virupaksha temple. Let's go inside and see it. They have done beautiful carvings here. Even on top, they have carved the stone and put it up. So see what hard work they have done.
Durga temple basically. So you can see the Nandi mounted. It is made up of single stone. So that's the featureful part of it. So you can see the carvings around. Again, you can see the carvings of Ganpati, Natarajan. So all these South Indian, particular South Indian carvings. Although the temple is constructed in a North Indian format, but you will find the carving in a typical South Indian format.
This was a beautiful temple. By the way, the route was through a field trip from where we started and it was beautiful. We also went to the Papanatha Gudi, which was ahead.
So this is the Papanath temple. This is considered to be the extension of Virupaksha temple. It was within the Virupaksha temple. So here, like we have now, the mandapa is there. Again, we have a Nandi inside. So and there is a mandapa, and we can find basically lot of carvings again, so which are there.
After visiting the historical Papanatha Gudi, we got into the auto to do a auto rickshaw ride to go to Badami and cover Badami's monuments.
This is the Badami fort. So this was constructed by Chalukyas between 543 to 757 AD, and then it was plundered by Pallavas. After that, Tipu Sultan did some construction over here, reconstructed it after conquering it. So there is a mosque-like structure also inside, which seems to be built by Tipu Sultan. And then we have Nandi over here, who is the Shiva's bull, who actually used to be signifying that he used to guard this particular fort. So let's go and see the statue of Nandi. So these are the narrow lanes to the fort. So now we have come to the top of the fort. As you can see, we can see the entire Badami town on one side and the fort on the other side. So it's a lovely view. So this is the lower Shivalaya within the fort. This is Sovinai and Meher on their way back from the fort. See this whole structures, rock-like structures in the fort. These looks massive, huge. This fort is actually built of rocks.
So now we have come to Archaeological Museum in Badami.
And this is Badami Fort also. Archaeological Museum is based over here itself. So you can see the Narsimha which you saw over there. Narsimha's carving is there. There are many other carvings as well.
They have done excavation and they have found out these artifacts. Now we have come to Badami Caves. So this is it.
So this is the cave 1. This is considered to be the oldest of all the caves. So it was carved during 6th century. You see the Nataraja? So Nataraja is carved from the other, if you see the below, there are 81 postures which are carved over there in different forms of Nataraja. You can come inside the temple. You will see a statue of Nandi. You can see the carving on the top as well. And the ornamental carvings over here. Basically, these are the incarnations of Vishnu on the right side as well. Yeah, and on the left side as well, there is another incarnation of Vishnu. Right. Then we have on the top the emblem for the Cholakya dynasty. So this is a simple structure of cave 2. Let's move to cave 3 now. Yes. So now we are at the entrance of cave 3. So it was built on the orders of Lord Mangalesha, the brother of King Kirti Varma in AD 578. So this is Lord Vishnu, who is sitting on the snake, if you can see. So these are the carvings over there. And then there is, on the left hand, there is a lot of Vishnu. And then there is Varaha with 4 hands. On the top, you will see the ceiling panels, which includes that this one, where like Lord Indra is riding an elephant, Shiva on a bull, and Brahma on the swan. Now there is a temple inside, and it's I think so is the largest of all the 4 caves. So this is the most important thing. Still, you can see the carvings on the top. So let's go to cave number 4 then. This is the 4th and the last cave. It's the smallest of all the cave, and it's the Jain, based on the Jain thing. So the right, this image is of the 7th Jain Tirthankara. This is Lord Jain Adinath. So this is again, he was the first Jain Tirthankara.
We decided to rest in our hole for some time, then move on. And en route to our hole was Pattadakal, so we took a few drone shots there.
So this is the Agasthya lake, and if you can see over there, yes, if you can span it over there, that's the Bhutnath temple, and this is the Mallikarjuna temple. And if you can span reverse, those are the caves, Badami caves.
Now we have come to Mallikarjuna Temple. Mallikarjuna Temple of December.
This is on the banks of Agasthya lake. अच्छा छोटा सा टेम्पल है, पर मतलब इतना अच्छा व्यू है यहाँ से टेम्पल में लोग वर्शिप करके. You can see the view out there, the lake, and that is the Bhutnath temple.
And this location has all the monuments.
Caves, Badami caves दिख रही हैं यहाँ से. और ये बीच में लेक. Another temple, part of Bhutnath temple, so it's again a Shivlinga inside and a Nandi outside. Another small temple within the Bhutnath group of temples. See the carving is been done. This is, I think, so Lord Vishnu. These are the 3 avatars of Lord Vishnu. Brahma, Vishnu and...
So we are at Aihole now, So actually what happened as a historical thing, so Parshuram actually killed Kshatriyas over here, and when he had his axe with the red blood, he washed in the river, and people saw that the river's color is changing to red, so they started saying Aihole, Aihole. So from that the name Aihole came in. So later on it was occupied by Chalukyas. Chalukyas built the temples over here, and it was like a test city where like they built these temples, and you can see the Durga temple. So then these temples were actually made in Badami and Pattadakal.
So this is the Durga temple. This is dedicated to Lord Agasthya, and Aditya means Surya. So this is the Surya temple. Let's go inside. It's famous for its featural semicircular shape, and they have done many beautiful carvings.
So we have the emblem for Ardhanari and the Narasimha, both half lion, half. And also now we can see at the roof. So these are the arcs basically. So let's go and see the arcs. So trampling the buffalo demon. So this was a very important scripture. And then this is Narasimha, so half lion, half man god. These are all the carvings on the with semicircular arcs.
Yes, this is Surya Narayan Mandir. So this is the Surya Narayan Temple. So it's the ruin of the temple which has been left. So basically it's now completely ruined. So it was again constructed in 7th or 8th century. It has a curvilinear shikhara at the top of the Garbhagriha. So now we are at Godara Gudi. So this is a small temple. Actually, it is the oldest of the 100 of the temple of Aihole. Let's go inside. So this is the Badami Temple. So it's the original sun temple. If you can see at the top, so you can see the sun emblem. So yeah, and then it was actually again one of the Chalukyas, Badami Chalukyas temple. So it has got the curvilinear structure, and there are images of Daksha Brahma inside. So let's go inside. So now we are at the Lakhan temple. So this is this was built by
The person named Lakhan.
who used to live over here. Then it was occupied by Chalukyas into a Shiva temple. Right, good. And you will see a Nandi inside. This is the Nandi. So now we are at Chakragudi Temple, Meher. So what is known for?
Known for 20 sculptures that has been made in it.
There is a garbhagriha inside. And this temple was constructed by whom? A Malaka. So it's in the form of a chakra, so it's now known as a Chakragudi Temple. Again, it's a Shiva temple, I think so.
Now we have come to Hucchimali Temple. This temple also has a pond, a cleaner pond, and this is the temple. So it has even got Nandi outside. It was built in the 11th century. Papa, who built it and why?
It has the stories of sun as well inside. So you will find on the one side it has the sun, and the other side it has the images of Shiva and Vishnu.
So it's a mixed temple.
Yeah. So it's a Shiva temple, of course, but yeah, Shiva and Vishnu.
Yeah, this is a 6th century temple, and RavanaPhadi temple is basically a rock cut shrine temple, though the Shivalaya here is smaller than the ones that we have already seen, and it has this dancing Shiva statue deity inside.
After visiting the RavanaPhadi, we covered Aihole village, small architectural beautiful ruins, including the Mallikarjuna Temple and the Jyotirlinga Temple and many other temples. It is a beautiful archaeological city. It has 120 temples, out of which was Mallikarjuna Temple, which we visited later on.
तो अब हम आ गए हैं मल्लिकार्जुन कॉम्प्लेक्स, जो आप तो ड्रोन शॉट के द्वारा देखा होगा. So this complex has 5 shrines, and perhaps it was built in the 8th century. Perhaps it's not confirmed yet. It's a nice temple.
And there's a tank as well.
Temple has a Pamchana Shikhara, which is seen also in the. It resembles the one we have seen in Mallikarjuna Temple at Pattadakal. So now we are going to the Meguti Temple. This is a Jain temple which is placed on the hilltop, and this is the first dated temple of this place. It is dated back to the 634 AD. So we are going up the steps. It's about 120 steps.
This is the temple, top of the Meguti.
After covering the Meguti Temple, we decided to go back home. We enjoyed this trip quite a lot.
So let's go inside this temple. This was a random temple complex which we found on our en route, and it was not even in our itinerary, but it was very beautiful, so we covered it. This is the Nandi of the temple. There are many temples here. This is the Mandapa inside the temple. Each temple has a Nandi, and mostly ruins are left of these temples. Still, it's a really very pretty sight, and it's a must visit if you can. By the way, this was not in our itinerary. Yes, the Chandrasekhara complex was a beautiful architectural temple complex which we enjoyed. We took some videos, photos. After exploring the Chandrasekhara complex, we decided to go back, and we had checked out from our hall, so we headed home. Thank you so much guys for watching our vlog. Hope you liked our Hampi Karnataka series. Coming soon, Shirdi and Shani Singapore. Till then, toodles!